If Thabo Sefolosha wants to build a reputation as one of the NBA's top defensive players, he can start building tonight. Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers have come to Oklahoma City. From the Opubco Studios in Oklahoma City, I'm Mike Sherman, and here to discuss Tuesday night's game between the Thunder and the Lakers is the Oklahoman's Thunder beat writer, Darnell Mayberry. Darnell, there's all kinds of story angles anytime the NBA champions come to town, but today in the Oklahoman and on News OK, you chose to focus on Thabo Sefolosha. Why?
Well, because he's one of the best defenders in this league, I think. I think he's a rising star on the defensive end. When you look at Thabo's age, he's only 25 years old. The other guys that they have in the league right now who are sort of the elite defenders, Kobe Bryant, Ron Artest, Shane Battier, Tayshaun Prince, Trevor Ariza, those guys are most of those guys are 30 years old and beyond. Trevor Ariza's 24, so Thabo's sort of that next big thing defensively, and I think we're starting to see a guy growing before our eyes.
Is that the feeling you get from talking to people around the league, that he's on the radar as a great defender and he's going to be another Bruce Bowen someday?
I think so. I mean, Phil Jackson had a video on the LA Times blog yesterday saying Thabo Sefolosha is that defender in the Shane Battier mold, but he just doesn't hit the threes consistently like Shane Battier. So defensively, I think people are starting to see Thabo in that role.
Okay, now comes Kobe Bryant, the premier scorer in the game. And what is reasonable to expect from Thabo Sefolosha as far as stopping or slowing down Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, because you can't stop him. I mean, you can only hope to contain him. It's cliche, but it's true. I mean, if Thabo Sefolosha has success tonight, he's basically going to make things tough for Kobe Bryant. If he takes 20 shots to get 25 points, that's a success for Thabo Sefolosha. You don't want him to get 25 points on, say, 8, 9 shots. So you want to make him work. And Thabo had a great quote in Tuesday's Oklahoma, and he said, if I get a guy and make him work for 4 quarters where he's tired to take the last shot, then I've done my job. So that's what you expect. If this comes down to a last-second shot and the ball is in Kobe's hands, hopefully he's tired from the work Thabo's put in.
Okay, just a note, in 2 games last year with the Thunder, Thabo did face Kobe. The first time, not so good, 13-21 for 36 points. That's not the kind of game you're looking for, 33 minutes. The second time, 6 of 18 for 19 points in 30 minutes. Lakers handily won both games, say that. But as far as your standard of making him work harder, that's what he did in the second game. Okay, Darnell, on to other issues involving the Lakers. How's it going so far? They really took a risk and added a sort of a dynamic element to their team after winning the title.
Yeah, with Ron Artest coming in, I mean, they're trying to get some more toughness on the perimeter with Ron Artest after signing him in free agency from the Houston Rockets. But I think he's off to a slow start. But the Lakers coming to town 2-1. Pau Gasol is not going to play. I think he's out 3 weeks with a torn hamstring. So that's going to help the Thunder because they're going to have a smaller front line. You start Lamar Odom instead of Pau Gasol. So that should help guys like Nenad Kirstic and Nick Collison. They don't have to battle with 7-footer and Pau Gasol. But I think the Lakers, people projected them. I think Charles Barkley and the TNT said they're going to go like 18-3 or 20-1 or 20-2 to start the season. So people project them to play well throughout this first stretch. But you never know. Coming into town, they're always going to get people's best shot, and I think the Thunder are ready to give them their best shot tonight. About
Artest only averaging 8.3 points a game, shooting 30%, but really they didn't get him for his offense. They get him for his defense. And along comes Kevin Durant, another one of the great offensive players in the game, and hadn't been there right now for Kevin as far as a shooting touch.
Yeah, and we saw this last season. He got off to a slow start, especially at home. He'd go on the road and have 30-point performances, and then he'd come back into the Ford Center and he'd struggle with his shot. I think Kevin's going to be fine. He's getting good looks at the basket. They're just not falling for him right now. Ron Artest is going to be a tough assignment for him, no doubt about it tonight, because he's so physical. He's stronger. He's bigger. He's going to be all up in his chest and try to make things difficult for him. But Kevin's just so long that he can shoot over him. So I don't expect that to be too much of a problem tonight. But Ron Artest, I think, is going to be a good fit for the Lakers eventually. He just needs to figure out his offense. And once that comes, I think the Lakers are going to be a load to deal with.
Okay, the Thunder against the Lakers Tuesday night at the Ford Center. That's all for now, Darnell. Thanks. But you can stay with the best coverage team anywhere, every day at News OK and every morning in the Oklahoma Show.